Hey guys, what's going on? It's Russell again. I thought I'd do a little bit about trading courses today. It's a very controversial topic and it's something that I really wanted to cover because I'm a huge fan of courses in general. Trading courses, not so much. I'm going to go into some of the details in this video about my experience with trading courses and why or why not, in my opinion, why you should try them out or not try them out. So there's tons of criticism. There's loads and loads of videos coming up recently over the last year. Things like this one, The Rise of Fake Gurus, James Janney. So in this he talks about why like all these gurus, not just in trading but in all these different financial niches where they're teaching you how to do something to make money, whether it's how to sell stuff on eBay to make money or to start stock trading, whatever. And there's tons of these and they're really popular. You can see 213,000 likes, which is just ridiculous. These guys, I feel like they're making a lot of money on YouTube by doing these everything's a scam video. I think they do believe it, but often I feel like they just overcook it. And I think one of the ones is Coffeezilla, right? He's just non-stop with his over-the-top everything's a scam type of thing. So I wanted to kind of give the other side of the coin about courses and also just trading, online trading in general. Trading, not trading, sorry. So first of all, I buy courses a lot. So I've got so many courses, so many books over the years as well that I've lost track. And I think I want to show you why I think that courses are really good and how much I think they've changed my life financially as well as in other ways. So I wanted to address some of the criticisms. So most of these videos where they're criticizing people about having courses or trainings, selling them to the public, most of them start off with saying things like, if you're so good at what you do, why would you teach it to somebody else? Surely you don't need to do that, right? And it's some sort of predatory sort of scam. Now, I think what people are missing when they look at this and they say, well, he's trading, so why does he have to sell a course? He must be making all his money on the course or whatever. It's like, in my opinion, who cares, right? If you're a good entrepreneur, you're going to be trading, but you're also going to have multiple streams of income. So maybe they've got rental properties, for example. Well, you wouldn't say the same thing about that, right? You would be like, oh, these guys are making so much money trading. Why would they buy rental properties? Well, for another stream of income, it's a good investment, right? If you have a skill, and this is something that's just all over the world, right? This is something that everybody does. If you have a skill, charge people for teaching them that skill. I mean, people don't say this about teachers. They don't say about anybody like music teachers, right? You're not going to be like, if you're so good at playing a violin, why would you teach somebody to play the violin for money, So I think it's something that is just completely ridiculous, this argument that courses are just for people who can't do what they say, in the courses to do. It's absolutely ridiculous in my opinion that people that are calling everything scams would say this. It's not predatory, it's actually a really smart entrepreneurial move to have different ways to produce income. It doesn't mean that they don't make any money trading. It just means that they want to diversify their income. So imagine you're making 10 grand a month trading. Why not make an extra 5, 10, 20,000 selling the knowledge that you have, making that trading money. So of course that changes if you're lying, right? If you're just lying and saying that you're making $1 million trading a month, here's how I do it. Obviously that's different, but in my experience, the vast majority of courses and people that I've seen in these different industries, not just trading, but teaching financial tips and tricks and things, it's like, they're generally good people. So I'll tell you a few examples of the courses I've done in the past and what I learned from them as well. So first I want to go through the other reasons though that these things get such a bad rap. I think a big part of it is that the ads come across as really scammy, right? So in order to compete in this industry, you have to have good marketing teams that are really aggressive and that, make the ad spend worth it. So for example, on Facebook, it costs $10 a lead, right? So you have to pay $10 just to get somebody in the financial niche to click on an ad and put their details in. $10. And of course, only a very small percentage of those people will ever buy a course or product from you. So the advertising has to be really aggressive. Now, there's obviously a threshold where you needs to be appealing to people, but not over the top. And a lot of these companies do cross that line, and they end up overselling, right? So the part of the reason they come across as scammy is it's a really competitive niche. So they end up having to spend these huge ad budgets, outperform each other. And I don't agree with that, but it doesn't mean the product itself is a scam. It means that the advertising people are going over the top. Often it's not even to do with the guru or person selling the course. Often it's just the fact that they hire really weird marketing teams that are just desperate to sell these things, so that they really, really overcook the goose with the ads. So that's my kind of answer to the ad thing, because everybody gets put off by these ads and say things like the free webinar is not really free and stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, it's all advertising. It doesn't mean the actual underlying person's a fraud or the product's a scam. However, these courses can be so expensive, I don't agree with some of the pricing. So if somebody tries to sell you a course for $3,000, it better be valuable, right? If not, then, it's definitely a criticism I have. Good refund policies, making sure that people are getting value for money is so important. But the courses can be really expensive, but also you have to realize, like, they may teach you something in there that will change your life, right? Now, that sounds ridiculous. Of course, you're not going to get rich quick, but I've done numerous courses over the years where I've learned one or two golden nuggets from those courses that have changed my life financially. Like, I'm talking like $100 course that then, once I implement what I learned in there, it makes me another $5,000 a month, for example. So, I'm not trying to sell you anything here, so why would I tell you that? It's, that's the truth. I did a course once on selling stuff online, and regularly, make a lot of money doing it. Way, way, way more than the course cost me. So the same thing is with books. So you can spend a lot less money and just invest in books about this stuff, and that works really well too. But people won't. This is the crazy thing. People won't spend $100, $200, even $10 for a book just to learn a new skill that will get them ahead in the world in a particular thing. So I think that's something that I really want to focus on, is this golden nugget idea. It's not a very high-res picture. It's the first one I could find. But the golden nugget idea is that these courses may be fluff. Like, you may spend $200 and most of it is just stuff you don't really care about. But it only takes one idea in there that you notice and implement that can change what you're doing. For example, one indicator that you've never thought about using in a trading course, you start implementing and you find that you're making just maybe a few percent more. Say it's like you take somebody up on the idea that maybe a 5% stop loss in day trading is too much. You should really do a 3% or something like that. That could change the course of your trading. Even sometimes you might not know you're doing it, right? You might implement something that is so basic sounding, and often that's something that I feel like a lot of these haters on YouTube, like this guy that was showing you, and Coffeezilla and stuff, I feel like a lot of them try to say, well, this stuff's available for free, but the value in paying for stuff is that you get an organized structure, or at least that's the hope, that you can work through. And because you've paid a small amount, again, I'm not saying spend $2,000 on a course. I highly doubt there's very many courses that cost that much that would be worth it. Spend $100, $200. It motivates you. It gets you going. It keeps you going through the stuff. You want to get that value for money, so you pay more attention, you work harder at it, and you can get that kind of value. So one or two things in the course can change your life. The stuff is free online. Like, you can find a lot of free stuff. I think YouTube's a good place to start. That's another argument that people that really detest trading courses and other types of courses always bring up. And sure, you can find a whole bunch of free stuff, like all these things. You can do whatever. Lots of really good courses. So that's definitely something that I agree with them. There's a lot of free stuff that is really good value. The only difference is you're not going to get that sort of motivation, that direction from actually paying for something. So, for example, like back in the day when I bought this one particular course, I think it was $200. Nothing in it was new to me, but it was written by somebody who'd gone down the exact path that I wanted to go down. And it was basically not, you can find every individual piece of the course somewhere online, piece it together. It would take you a long time, and you may never do it, but all put together in one place, where I actually went through it carefully. I was like, this is what I need to do. These are the workable things. And because she had credibility in the niche, I knew that what she was saying was most likely to be correct. And that course was $200, and it added so many thousands, if not more, of revenue to my life. So let me see what else I wanted to say. I think think there was a couple other things. So you don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars in courses. One place I love to go is Udemy. You can get courses that are written by really great people that are selling here for $15. And they do try and put them on for 100 or 200, but Udemy's really great in that it makes them discount it. So Udemy takes half of the revenue, but it promotes the courses for people. So you can end up, Udemy will say, your course might be listed for $1,000 or $100. They'll take it down to $20 or something to get you sales. And I don't know if you have a choice in that, but I think that's how it works. So you can get really good bargains on anything on Udemy if you want to go and check that out. Some really good stuff on there. So I think that's all I really wanted to say about trading courses. Personally, I love courses in general. Trading courses, kind of a hit or miss. I've done some that are amazing, some that are terrible. Really, if I was starting out as a trader, I'd probably just use free YouTube stuff and then some Udemy things to supplement. So that's my take on whether trading courses are scams or not. If you've done any really good courses, let me know in the comments below. Let me know your opinions on trading courses in general. I know it's a very polarizing topic. I've had several arguments with a guy on this channel who's posting non-stop about how courses are a scam, so I wonder if you'll be watching this. Comment below. Alright guys, thanks for listening.